Young True Disciples Scripture to enrich your soul, coming from John, the Gospel of John, chapter 7:38, and Jesus promises. He said, "He that believeth on me, as the Scripture has saith, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water." Like other translations, it says, "He that believe," meaning adhere, trust, relies on him, from the innermost being will flow continually rivers of water. Another translation says, "All who are thirsty should come to me. All who believe in me should drink." And then this last one I like, and this is all God wants us to do. He says, just have faith in me, and you will have life-giving water flowing from deep inside of you. When we think about going back to the Old Testament, the Israelites traveling through the wilderness with Moses, and they're wandering. They've been wandering ever since God physically brought them out of slavery in Egypt. And they were definitely thirsty. The Israelites thought they were thirsty physically and hungry physically. But God knew, and he knows that we are in a drought spiritually. And it makes you think about it. Moses had the faith. He believed. He raised his staff. He struck the rock, and then the water flew out of that. And that's God providing him that physical water. Physical water, right? Out of nowhere, out of a rock, right? Who would ever thought you can get water from a rock? But we serve a God that can do that. Now, we fast forward here in the New Testament, God, he makes provision for us. But here specifically, he talks about the living water. The living water that he's willing to give us. He says, "Let anyone who is thirsty come to me and drink. Whoever believes in me, as the scripture has said, rivers of living water flows from within them." And one of the translations where it says that all who are thirsty should come is making a suggestion. Because the truth of the matter is, a lot of us, we are thirsty. And I'm not talking about physically. We're yearning. We're in a drought. We have a void. We're hungry for something. We try to find a fix. We try to find it in other places. But it's never quenched. But we don't come to the source of where we can get the true quench. That true living water. And then, so you got this first step of acknowledging that you are thirsty. That you are lacking, that you need a source that will continue to fill you and you'll be satisfied. And then after that step, when you come to the realization, then you must believe that God is the one that can do it for you, and he'll do it for you every time. Jesus offers us something greater beyond this world, beyond our senses, right? Beyond what we could feel, even beyond what we could see. By comparing himself to the water that God provided for the Israelites, he's offered to provide for our deepest needs, which is a relationship with him. This is where our thirst and our hunger comes from. Just as water satisfies our thirst, Jesus promises to satisfy us, meaning that when we accept him fully, with all of our heart, our mind, our soul, right? With everything that we have the opportunity to experience the fullness of his love, his peace, his goodness in every circumstance we face. And not only does he promise to satisfy us, but he promised to overflow. The translation says that continually. It's never ending, meaning we don't have to worry about wanting for nothing. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Overflow within us by blessings so much that we have an opportunity to share our blessings. The other part says that he will spring up in us the living water, life-giving water, meaning it's not just for us, but that water is for us to share with someone else. So that water that God has given you, that living water, that hunger that he's, Lord God, feeding you, that bread, are you giving it to someone else? He gave it to us. This could look like serving others with the time God has given us, forgiving someone who has hurt us, because Jesus has forgiven us, right? There's so many ways to bless others. So we could take some time today and meditate on his word, the scripture, sometime today, and think about how you could share your blessings with those around you and ask God, where are you lacking in? Where are you thirsty in? Because sometimes we may not think that we are thirsty in some things, but we are. And I know me, myself, the scripture, I love it. And I'm going to start reading it daily because every day I want a fresh living water springing up in me, flowing through me. Always need God. I could do nothing without him. In him I live, I move, I breathe, I have my being. And I hope this is blessed. Remember, you need to know that you're thirsty and that you need him. And then once you realize that, believe and have faith in God that he will quench that thirst continually. Be blessed.